Okay, so we're ready to connect the hoses. You can see there's some steam coming out over here. So before we connect the hoses, I want to make sure you get the reading at room temperature. So come up and take a look here. I'm not trying to do anything special. These dials are all set to 0. I basically made sure they're all set to 0. Okay. And then notice these temperature readings are all about the same. Again, this is a resistance, but that resistance corresponds to a temperature. I think we said it was about 21 degrees. You and your instructor can work that through. So now go ahead and back up so they can see that I'm not doing a fast one here. I'm going to go ahead and connect this one to here. I'm going to connect this one to here, just trying to keep them organized here. I'm going to connect this one to here. So now, hopefully, we see some steam is coming out of here, and let's see if these dials, are these changing yet?
I haven't seen anything yet.
Okay, so let's give it just a second. We had to turn out the lights because the glare was killing us. Maybe I'll crank up the heat, what the heck. I'm going to turn them up to 6 just to make sure we get enough steam. So this is where the video is going to get really boring. So by the way, if you see this hand, or if you see me doing this, like if you're skipping through the video to collect data, if you see me doing this, I'll probably do this for 30 seconds before I start talking again. Otherwise, you can just let the video roll. So let's see here. I'm going to check this one here. Something's messed up here with this tube. Let me just check. Still at the right temperature. This one was not set at 0.
The first one's changing a bunch.
Is it? Is it starting to go?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. I'm going to get this one plugged in better. Okay, there we go. Whoa, this one's moving. So this one is not going yet?
Is that on the right?
This thermistor is bad. This is that one with the quirky thermistor.
Oh, okay.
Ah, the joys of data. I should have switched it out, huh? It's moving. Just the thermistors. We're not getting the thermistor. Jeez. See, lab is fun for instructors too. Oh, there it goes. Look at that. I think this wire right here is a little quirky, so I may have to...
It's temperature dependent.
Yeah, so what I'm going to do is just try and... I think I've just got to put this on here and just hope for the best. What I'll do is, it looks like, if I just do this, it'll work. And now this one's changed so much, I can even do this. Get more sig figs here. This one's almost reached. I think I saw something like, let's see, so 100 degrees Celsius is 5 kiloohms. So this one's getting close already. So is this one. Sorry that's so foggy there. They're getting close. This won't take too long. Actually, it's going faster than I expected. Are we seeing some change on the dials yet?
I think so, yeah.
Cool. One thing I was a little worried about is whether or not the dial would go all the way around and then past 0. But hopefully none of them are doing that. This one, let's see. This one appears to have changed the most if you look at it. Remember, I had set them all to about 0. So this is about 65 units, which is, each unit I think is 0.01 millimeters. But I'll have to think about that later, or your instructor. This one's changed about 45. This one's changed about maybe 52, 51. Okay, let's see if they're starting to reach temperature here. I'm going to crank this all the way. This one's still only at 8. Oh, that was the one I was dinking around with, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's see, how are these other two doing? This seems pretty stable, do you agree?
Yeah, I think it's been there for a while.
So that might be as high as that one's gonna go. Again, I tried to put these in the middle of the rod. Maybe it's not perfect. So remember, there's experimental errors in these things. I'm gonna crank these. That one's, I'm gonna crank it down just a bit. Let's go to 7. Let's go to 7. All right. So let's go ahead and take the data and stop this video. Okay. So again, it looks like each one of these is maybe reaching a slightly different final temperature, but again, the thermistors may not be at the same spot as well. I just eyeballed it because I want this over with. So right here, let's call this the first rod, 6.76 kiloohms, and this number here, go ahead and get a shot of that on the dial. Somewhere between 60 and 70. And again, I believe each increment is 0.01 millimeters. Let's get the next one. Looks like it's about 7.4, I don't know, 7.48 kiloohms for the middle one. And then you can go ahead and grab that. Somewhere between 40 and 50. Hopefully you can get a better reading than I can. All right, and then this last one has kind of stabilized, hasn't it? So somewhere around 8 point, well, it's still, okay, it seems like it's hanging in there right around that. It seems to be changing between about 8.1 and 8.18. Oh, it's dropping still, huh? It's floating around a bit. Let's say it's 8.1 kiloohms. It doesn't matter exactly. Let's just say it's 8.1. If it's 8.1 and it's floating around, 8.1 kiloohms, let's see, it's just over 50. I could, wait, there we go. Got it?
Yep.
All right, so let's call that good. Hopefully you can get your data from that.